Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on Settra Legendary 6.3 patch, and there's a war declared between the Iron Bros expedition and the Bloody Hand. So basically Thorek is joining the fight, and this is so welcome, because that means that likely the Greenskins are not going to go and wage a war against me. I've been waging war against their enemies. I could even choose to attack Thorek if that would be in my interests, but it's not. But okay, I could have the regions falling down to attrition and maybe destroy the Greenskins like that if they go through my my grounds, so maybe that can be a case. But no, I prefer buildings for now. Let's replenish the troops. Yeah, so let's get some more skills for replenishing troops. And now I'm thinking that I can have a breather. Like, he's just apparently going for the Black Tower of Arkan and going with a lengthy siege. I don't know why, but it hasn't attacked yet. It likely is going to attack this turn. But if I can, I'm going to try and go over to Kemri to get Tomb Guards. You know, to improve the troops that I have. It's turn 20 and I'm almost at that point. So I'm thinking that, oh, I can do perhaps another of my battles, actually. Yeah, perhaps I could do... It's the first time that I think I do the quest battles so early. Typically I leave them for so late, but at this point I don't have any enemies. So it does state a Pyrrhic victory, but I completely disagree with this. And especially having this army full of chariots, you're gonna see how good it is. It's almost like a Doomstack. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chariots. That's a little bit more than I would typically go for. 6 is about the number that I think it's already way too much of a unit type. But yeah, let's fight it out and hear Settra.
Wield the Blessed Blade of Ptra. For am I not his right hand, the bringer of the fires of the sun? Today I offer him a fine tribute indeed. 1,000 souls or more, each an idolater, a heathen, and an enemy of the Hekala. May this please you, mighty Ptra, bringer of the day, for it is the last these unbelievers will ever see.
A nice speech, my lord. So we are going to use, and this is why this quest battle is kind of easy, it's because none of these guys are anti-large. There's a giant there, but there's really nothing else. And one solo giant cannot deal with, what, 9 chariots that I have in total? I'm just going to swarm that army from all sides, and that's going to be it. And then I'm going to position my infantry, and the Cascade of Souls is going to keep attacking those units, and that should be easy. That should be fairly easy. The wrong idea would be, for me, with this army, would be to try to tackle both armies at the same time. Just divide and conquer. And this quest battle is so much more, so much easier than it looks like. So let's watch the carnage unfold. Sending in Settra and the other Cameron War Sphinx to deal with the giant. While my Castle of Souls, you can see the ammunition going down on the enemy on the other side there, on the back end of this beautiful landscape. Full of desert, yes, but the buildings just make it so cool. I mean, who wouldn't want to visit, to do some tourism here? Of course, not with the fights, you know. Maybe later on when everything is quiet. So yeah, 2 giants versus 2 Cameron War Sphinx versus a giant. Yeah, that's great odds for us. Even though we don't have anti-large, these guys pack a punch. So they're gonna deal with him pretty nicely, especially with Settra there. So yeah, that's the defeat of the whole first part of the enemy army. And now all that I was doing with the Carrion and the Cascade of Souls was just causing as much damage as I could here to these guys. You can see there's a little bit of damage there on some Slayers and on some Iron Drakes, and that's all that I want from these guys. And I keep peppering them down with missiles, and I'm just deploying again to deal with them on the low ground in this case. Yes, I could go on the higher ground. I don't feel that that is important, or that I would have the time. So yeah, smiley face, that's where we're gonna kill them all. And yep, that's gonna be easy. As soon as they try to jump in, I mean, we have our own archer units dealing with the enemy lord, dealing with anything like this, and my Carrion is just waiting to jump on those Iron Drakes. It can do a lot of damage to them because it's armor piercing, and also they don't have a lot of good combat stats overall. So the Slayers are the big problem here because most of my units are large, but even my large units can deal with, you know, reduced numbers of Slayers. I think it's like 3 Slayer units, 2 Slayer units or something. So that's not enough to deal with all my anti-large, especially not my monsters. So I'm sending them in no time, sending my chariots in to deal with the Slayers. So now that they're engaged, that's proper to just swarm them from the back. There we go. Yep, sending in all my chariots at once, attacking these Slayers. There we go. Take out those stunties. And now, as I've said, my Carrion was just waiting for the proper time to attack these stunties with armor. They do have armor piercing. Oh, look at that animation. That's what I meant the other day. They have an animation of, like, trying to eat them. Even though they're full of armor. I mean, what are you going to take? Any meat from them? I doubt it. They're meaty, but, you know, you gotta go through that armor first. And the Carrion War Sphinx is doing a nice job. And overall, there's just, you know, Settra only needs to take care of a few more Slayers. I've even ignored the enemy lord, just like, yeah, you don't count for anything. That's like the most ignorable lord type possible. It's like, it doesn't do a lot of damage, it's quite tanky, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you have the tankiness in your favor. So look at that, did no damage to them. Have all my quests done, which is great, and I gained the Chariot of Gods. Oh, that's so perfect. So now I'm no longer away from the Chariot of Gods. I can select a Carrion War Sphinx if I want to, but I feel that the Chariot is so thematic, and I'd rather have it. I'm thinking maybe one turn I wait, and I can capitalize and get some more control for provinces, or I can get Reanimate and then the control. Yeah, then 2 more, 3 more skills. Yeah, Settra definitely is not going to go into the magic for now. There's some people who prefer to go with him for the magic skills. I'd rather go later on, after red line skills are done, after the blue skills are done, after his specific ones are done. Then we're going to focus down on that. Can give him the Tormentor Sword, that's great, actually. And just now I'm noticing, oh, it's still King Agathep. I still haven't replaced him with the one that I gained from the other stuff. Still haven't replaced them from the one from Dynasties. That's the word that I was looking for. Dynasties. So I can get some arcane items. The blue Ptra, I think that's a good moment to have, because the weapon strength, it's nice. I mean, it's cool. I have better ones, of course, but I still don't have the capacity to have those. So I'm just going to go with the blue Ptra here. It's a nice item. It'll be salvageable later on if needed be. And he does need an arcane item. Why not getting something that gives him some weapon strength, you know, and some spell resistance. There's some spells here that can cause some damage, so suddenly he's quite powerful against those that would cast, you know, death, spirit leech or stuff like that in him. So let's get you Shapti. Should I go for one? Should I go for upgrade here and into some pyramids? Yeah, because there's some pyramids here that I kind of want to. So let's upgrade for that instead, because the pyramids take quite a while. Yeah, and no longer can. By 5 gold. I mean, seriously? 5 gold? Okay. But I guess that's... No. I guess that's the important. Let's go for this. Yeah, there we go. Some receptive great bows would be nice. I need a place to recruit them. I believe I already have some unit caps for them. I can't be sure, but yeah. So we get an unusual location. This is new from patch 6.3. Let's see what we got there, because these are dangerous. We got the purple hand. This is actually the best one that I could have. So here's how it works. Once the purple hand has spread to 9 locations, they will leave this location. So it's always spreading out. And the negative is that it spreads Tzeentch corruption. But we have current degrees, which corruption will not increase. So I can cancel that out and just benefit from the unusual location benefits, which are a lot. So overall, that's the best one. And when I have it and I no longer want it, I can just remove it. So let's force march through King Ophthos here. Let's go. Let's go. And I want to go over there to Khemri just to get some Tomb Gods. That would be nice. What do I have here? I think I'm going to upgrade here on Bagar. Yeah, to tier 3 so that I can go for the pyramid next. So as you can see, 2,100 in gold. It's quite nice for Settra, especially at this time, because they don't get a lot of gold. So focusing on the income, yeah, it works. Especially for him. And another war against the Bloody Hands. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm not going to help them out. And this should cause the Black Tower of Archon maybe to fall into their hands. They still haven't conquered it. I wonder if I have the time to go there, because if they're going to go and siege it to the last point, it's going to be a mess. So I'm thinking that you can recruit some units. There we go. Maybe I can disband these skeleton spearmen. There we go. This is the poor part where I'm feeling... I always hate disbanding units. But in this case, I feel like this is going to be nice. What should I go for? I think I should give... Yeah, that's good. Settra the Imperishable. I think I can give some more skeleton chariots. Well, he has the skeleton chariots there. Maybe I can disband one. Yeah, because I want this guy to be more favorable for archers. Actually, I'll replace them with the Wakaf dynasty when necessary. So I don't want the flock there. No longer with Settra. I just want some more chariots. And I want some... Yeah, some units recruited, some Tomb Gods. Yep, definitely. And I feel I can get yet another from the Kepler Guard. Yeah, there we go. Then I'll replace these Tomb Guards with halberd ones. I still don't have those halberd ones, but it's fine. I'll just send them out in another army with some Tomb Guards, and that's it. From now on, I want the Tomb Guards to be always fully recruited in my armies, because they're such cool units, such good units actually after the buffs, that I think they're overlooked. They're or actually underlooked, I mean. So yeah, I feel like I'm ready to end the turn. I really wish someone would attack the Black Pyramid so that I could squeeze a victory against them and take it out for me, because that's always going to be a problem. So I skipped a few turns. So foreign trespasser Crom is here, which means that Khorne is coming against me. And I'm feeling like I can leave Settra there, and there's Scarbrand. Oh, but that's not a bad army for me to face with this chariot army. Not to be, you know, they're dangerous, but they're not really that dangerous. No, if they're not bringing in any monsters, if that's all that they're bringing, I'm actually quite confident my army could tackle those guys. Kasabar... Oh, I should have enough gold for this. So let me just change... Yep, I knew that I had built up something. So let's go for it. And let's grow, definitely. I'm now starting to think that I'm gonna get the Black Tower. Yeah, I can still get this. That's perfect. And yeah, Cambry is... I'm about to get both of these towers, these pyramids, so that's excellent. That means expendable and stuff. And I get declared war by the Oracles of Tzeentch of all races. I was expecting Khorne to declare war. But if Khorne doesn't declare war and it's Tzeentch, then I can do something about it. Because he has Tlaqua here. Maybe I can just conquer it and get a peace treaty then. Who knows, but I'm getting a lot of territory just because they're fine. I wish Khorne would go to war against the Greenskins. They now are neighbors, you know, Zandri versus the Pools of Despair. So I'm just going to be in ambush here. Settra is alone against 3 armies. That's why I mean, look at that. I'm 3 turns for my next army. I'm about to get Tumgard Halberds production. All that I need here, the second barracks, is just for the unit capacity. And... this could be next turn. Next turn I could have one, you know, because I spent 2 turns for one of the others. So next turn I could have another lord, another army. So in like 2 turns I could have, you know, a better army to defend here on Cambry. So yeah, I was severely underestimating the number of armies that I need. It's after the first one, you kind of have to go for the second army as quick as possible. I can conquer the Black Tower, and honestly, I don't know if it's a good idea. I do destroy the Cult of Sigma, but is this worth it? I'm going to leave the place. Maybe I can withdraw if they attack or anything, because I'm feeling that these guys can attack. They have taken some casualties. I'm not too worried about these armies anymore. I can't move in Forced March because I captured, but still it looks decent. Looks decent. And over here we're gonna attack Tlaqua. Doesn't seem to be an issue here. I'm gonna get a Pyrrhic victory, so I'm gonna need a battering ram because I don't have anyone that can attack there yet. And we're gonna go and replenish the troops. And I just realized now in game that I still haven't yet replaced that king. So I'm gonna just recruit one lord on next turn and then do it the other way around. So armor capacity is fine. The rights could be cool. Like I now own the Black Tower of Archon, so I could, you know, give attrition to everyone there, which means Skarbrand. Hopefully Skarbrand doesn't attack me and enjoys the fact that I'm attacking him. He doesn't have a lot of powers, so 53 and I'm strength rank 50, so that's cool. Yeah, who's strength? Yeah, Oracles of Tzeentch, definitely they're gonna come in for me. And the Bloody Hands have lost a lot of their power, so that's good for me, because my closest enemies are just going around and fighting each other. And yeah, that feels good. I'm gonna go and finally get the mausoleum here. I can't get the pyramid in Numas. Maybe I'll just wait for that. Yeah, maybe I'll just wait for that. So that'll be on the next episode actually, guys. Thank you very much for watching and for the support of this campaign, and have a good day. Bye-bye.